How you doing, guys? Welcome to Quick and Easy Tech. Today we're gonna discuss the SQL Server Integration Services SSIS. We're gonna be part 6, how to load multiple TXT, which is text, and CSV files to SQL Server table and SSIS package. Let's just get started. Let's go to files. So here I have a table called, I have multiple tables. I have text files, customers, employees, and I have a CSV files. So I have total of 12 files. I have 6 TXT files, and then I have 3 CSV files. So and each file I have 3 rows. Let me show you. So I got 4 columns: ID, first name, last name, and state, and I have 3 columns. Each file contains 3 columns. The same way with the CSV file, I have 3 files. So I'm gonna try to load the text file and CSV files to a database, SQL Server database. So here I have created the SSIS test database, and I have one table called customer. So I have a customer tables in SSIS database. Let's just select it. DBO customer. Select it, make sure we don't have data inside. We got no data inside. So I'll just close this down. Hold on a second. Okay, just close it. Sorry. Okay, so let's go to SQL Visual Studio. If you already have a solution, you need to go to SSIS packages, right click and create a new package. So every time you want to load data for text file and CSV files to a database, you need to have something called data flow task. Drag and drop data flow task, and then click, double click on it. So since we are getting the data from text file or CSV file, they call it flat file. So we have to go to the source, we have to get the flat file source. So we have flat file source, drag and drop, and then double click on it. We have to navigate to the table, to the file folder. We don't have a connection, we have to create a new flat file connection. Right click new, and then you can navigate to the destination of the table of the files. You can just copy the path, copy and paste it, or I already have it here, so paste it. So I have it already. So it doesn't matter if you want to just let the TXT file or CSV file, let's just go all files, because anyway we're gonna go back to for each loop. We're gonna pull the data from all of them. It doesn't matter if you have a TXT or CSV. Let's just say TXT file. One click, just select any one of them, open it, and then column names in the first data row. Yes, we do have it. The column name is going to be the first row. Yes, we have it. Go back again. Just you just click on columns. We have the data is fine. Advanced. If you want to change the data by type, I'm not going to change it from here. Preview it. Click OK. Columns. Make sure everything is mapped. ID, first name, last name, and state. Click OK. Now, since we are loading the data to SQL Server database, so we need to get OLEDB destination. You got here OLEDB destination, drag and drop, double click. Okay, just connect it. and then double click on it. Only DB connection manager, we have to get a new connection, we have to navigate to the database. Let's just create a new connection. I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to show you how to create a new one. Click new, and then you have to get the server name. Is the easiest way. Go back to SQL server and then connect database engine, right click and copy the server name. Back here, paste it. Now we have to select the proper database, since I have created the SSIS test database. So go back to Visual Studio and then select SSIS test. That's for the database. You can test it. Test connection succeeded. Okay, click OK. Okay, now we have to select the proper table. I have only one table. I don't have multiple tables so far, just one table for now. Back here, select the proper table, customer table. Now you have to maps. You have to map the Excel. You have to map the flat file to destination. So I have ID, ID. All these columns come from the flat file. This is, and this section, SQL Server table. ID, you have to map the first name and the last name the same way. But we're gonna have everything is fine. Click OK. Now we have this yellow triangle come up because of the length. Why? Because in a database, try to expand the customer columns. I set the data type for the integer for the state character, which is going to be only two character, and let me show you here. And because if you go back to the flat file connection, double click on it, go to advanced, click on the state is showing me 50 length, and I set it on 2. Just change it. If you want, just change it for 2. Or you know what to do, the best way, click on it, just break it and bring, hold on a second, and just bring the data conversion. Click drag and drop data conversion, and then drag and drop data conversion. So guys, just drag and drop data conversion, and then break the connection, and then reconnect again between the flat file to the data conversion and then to the destination. So we have to convert the data from flat file and match it with the destination. Double click. Let's say we just want to convert all of them. ID, for the ID. Okay, so let me go back here and show you. In customer tables, I have 4 columns. I have ID, integer. I have first name, which is non-Unicode string varchar 100. Last name, non-Unicode varchar, which is string 100. State character 2. Let's just convert all of them. So I have for the ID, I have 4 by sign integer, which is going to be integer. Change it from string to integer. 4 by sign integer. 4, here you go, 4 byte signed integer. And then for the first name, it's already set on string, so we are okay. String, that's varchar, variable character, that's varchar, is okay. Is okay here and is okay here, but we just need to change the length because the length here is 100, 102. Go back to Visual Studio and changed it 100, 102. Click OK, and then we have new names now. This section, it's the original column names come from the flat file. This one after we converted, so this is going to be the new name of the columns converted data type. We have to remap the destination to this table. Click OK. Double click on destination, just maps again, go to remaps, and then you have to remap to the new converted columns. You can just drag and drop, or you can do it from here. Copy first name, copy of last name, copy of the state. click OK. We're all done here. So since we have multiple files, we have to get something called for each loop, because we need to loop through all the files. Let's go back again and drag and drop for each loop, and then drag and drop the data flow task inside for each loop container. Double click on for each container to configure it. Click on collection. You can just copy the path from here and paste it, but we don't want to hard code it, because in the future probably someone is going to change the source folder path. So the best way is just get a variable. Right click on this empty pan, variable, create a new variable. We're going to call it a file path. We're going to set the data type to string, and then paste the value only, the file path. So we have a variable here. So every time if someone changed the file, the source folder path, you just copy it and then paste it in the variable, and everything associated with the variable, everything will be changed automatically. Double click on for each loop, collection, expression. We have to set the directory. Double click, and then for the property you have to get the directory. Expression, you have to drag and drop the file path, and expression evaluated. Okay. So now for the files, do you want to loop? Do you want to get every single file, or you want to get like only TXT file or CSV file? Since in this table we have only TXT CSV files already, we don't have Excel file here. So what we have to do, you can just get the text file, or only the CSV, or all of them. But make sure if you have all of them, if you select all of them, you don't have Excel files in this table. So back to Visual Studio, what do you want to do? Do you want to get the name and extension or for qualified? For this scenario, we don't have to. It doesn't matter if you want to click on for qualified or name and extensions. Let's just click on name and extensions, because we already have the file name. So we're gonna have a full file path, which is contains of file path plus the file name. So we're gonna name. So we have to go back to variable. You have to create a new variable, because we want to save the name and extension of this loop. Back to variable, create new variable, and then we're gonna call it a file name string. Okay, click OK. So now what's gonna happen, if you run this package, the loop is gonna, since we have 12 files, so for each loop we'll loop 12 times for only customers. Number one, it's not gonna loop through once every single file. It's not gonna loop through 12 times for every single one of them. It's gonna loop 12 times for the single file. So what we have to do, go back again to the flat file connection, right click on it, set the click on the properties, and then you have to build a full file path for the expression. Full file path, that's mean the file path plus the file name. Back again, flat file connection manager, properties, and then expression property, and then we have to get the connection string. Expression, double click, we have to bring down the file path plus double quote backslash double quote and plus bring down the file name. So that's they call it the file full path. If you don't want to have the backslash, let's just click on it. If you want to have only the file path plus the file name, get rid of the 2 backslashes, click OK, click OK. You can just go back to variable, and then at the end of the file path you can just have a backslash here at the end, but we don't want to have it. So everything is fine. Let's go back to the database, make sure we don't have data inside the table. Back again, let's just execute the package, see what's gonna happen. Okay, everything is successfully. Let's go back again, select it. So we have 36 rows. We got 36 rows. So because we have 12 files and each file contains 3 rows, so 12 multiply 3 is going to be 36. We don't have a duplicate. Everything is fine. What we can do here, you can just build you can use the script task. If you want to read the name, if you want to read every single name, let's just go back here and then clear the data. Truncate table, DBO customers. Okay, so we don't have data anymore. Go back to Visual Studio. Just expand it a little bit. Okay, so now what we want to do, we have a variable. Okay, so just double click on the script task. It doesn't matter if you want to if you know how you code in Visual Basic or C#. I'm going to use the C#. So read on variable, we're just going to select the variable name. We created a file name, so I want to read the file name. Selected, that's the file name. So you got user colon file name. Click edit script. Just wait a little bit. Okay, so now you can add the code here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna get the message box. Message box dot show open parentheses DTS dot variables, and then open bracket, and then open bracket. What you have to do here, double quote, and then you have to type the variable name, which is going to be user colon, and then we have a file name, the name of the variable, file name, double quote, close bracket, and then dot value to string, and then we have to add another bracket, another parentheses, and then semicolon. We're just gonna build it, started, build it, succeeded. Just save it, close it. Okay, so now let's go and let's go back again. We don't have, make sure we don't have a data anymore. Go back again, run. You can execute the package again. So I execute the first file called customers #1. Click on it. So we got the first file is the customer. The second file is going to be customer 2, and then customer 3, and then you got customer 4, and then you get the employee 1, employee 2, employees 1 and 2, and then you got employees 3, 4, and this is the CSV file. So we have six text files and then 3 CSV files. So now start to execute the CSV files. Employee 1 CSV file, the second CSV file, and the third one, and the fourth one. So we're all done. Go back again, execute it. So we built, so everything is successful. We got 36 rows. We don't have no duplicate. Thank you very much.